Hey, good morning to you. Welcome back to the Morning Minute Meditation. It's Monday, and I'm excited about a brand new work week, ready to roll up my sleeves and get with it and see what the work week has in store for me. I hope you are approaching the work week with the same enthusiasm. Many people aren't happy about having to go to work because they value their leisure more than they value their labor. I'm a little bit odd, I guess, in that respect. I love my labor more than I do my leisure. The Apostle Paul said this in regard to these kinds of things. He said in the book of Colossians chapter 4, verse number 5, that we're to walk in wisdom toward them that are without. For most of us, walking in wisdom toward them that are without means the people we encounter on our job day to day. And then he said this, that we are to redeem the time. We've only got so much time, and therefore we make best use of it. And for the majority of us, it's on the job. And then he said this in Ephesians 5:16, we're living in evil days. Therefore, he said, redeeming the time because the days are evil. He said this in the book of Romans. He said, chapter 13, verse 11, that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. How often do we hear this statement made? I don't have enough time. No, the truth is you've got as much time as everyone else does. It's a matter of how you apply yourself to the time you have been given. If you will redeem the time, awake out of sleep, and get with it for the glory of God and for the good of yourself, you would be amazed at how you could produce and how valuable you could be in the workforce and for the kingdom of God. It was John Wesley, when he was late in life, began to write in his diary about his frustrations with himself and how unproductive he seemed to be late in life. Most people would be laying aside their life and sitting on the porch in the swing with a nice cold glass of lemonade, but not John Wesley. John Wesley traveled 250,000 miles on horseback. He preached over 4,000 sermons, and he wrote over 400 books, could speak 10 languages. And in his diary at 83, he voiced his frustration by stating that I cannot write no more than 15 hours a day without my eyes hurting me. He then went on at the age of 86 to state his frustration with himself when he said this. He said, I find the tendency within myself to want to stay in bed until 5:30 in the morning. Some of you don't even know there are two 5:30s in a day. Here's a man that accomplished great and grand things for the glory of God. Why? Because he simply redeemed the time he had been given. He used it for the greater good. May I ask you this question today? Will you waste or will you redeem the time today? Think on these things, my beloved brethren. Have yourself a great cup of coffee and a grand day.